I'm Lou. Welcome back to LensVid. Today we're looking at the M20c RGB light from Zhiyun. How was that? There's a lot of small RGB lights out on the market these days, so we're curious what distinguishes the M20c. Let's take a look. One of the most popular small RGB lights today is the Aputure MC. I have 4 of them and I use them mainly for product photography.
But even all 4 together aren't enough to make a key light usually. The LensVid VL49 is also popular, also at 5 watts.
And LumeCube has always had a solid share of this market. Their RGB Panel Pro 2 is pretty similar to the rest of these,
although it's a little bit more powerful at 10 watts.
So the light itself doesn't have any attachment points, which is kind of interesting. Hold on one second. Of course, that's what the cage is for. It gives you 3 hot shoe mounts, and then one on the bottom for mounting it on top of your camera or to a light stand. Now, one of the most attractive features of this light are the attachments. You get a diffuser, a honeycomb grid, and barn doors. On the back is a control screen and 2 buttons to control everything.
How does it work as a key light, you ask? Seems like 20 watts could be the key number you need for a small key light. We tested the brightness and color accuracy of the light at 30 centimeters and 1 meter. The MC20 performed quite well in this regard. We also noticed a huge difference in brightness depending on the order you put on the grid and the diffusion. Find out more about this and other tests we performed at lensvid.com.
What? For the special effects, there's a lot of adjustability in the controls, which I really liked. One thing that Zhiyun should take a look at, though, is how realistic some of these effects are. Take the candlelight effect, for example. This first shot is 4 actual candles. Here's the M20c, and here's 2 Aputure MCs set on fire. The welding effect was so realistic that by the end of filming this, I wanted to go home. Speaking of electricity, the light is USB powered, and they threw in a cable in case you don't have one. Now here's an interesting thing that happens when you plug it in while it's on. It resets, and this happened no matter what type of power delivery device we plugged it into. For me, this is not a deal killer. I just have to think ahead of time how I'm going to use the light. On their website, Zhiyun says that the battery should get 40 minutes of runtime on 100% power. I did my test at 5600 Kelvin because I'm usually trying to mimic daylight. It lasted about 35 minutes. What's great is that this light still fits in your pocket. It's a little tight.
I used it to add some color contrast to my home office setup. I know, work in progress.
Right now you can find the M20c on Amazon for about $160. Join us for our next LensVid review, and don't forget to like and subscribe.